On the dividend news, we have Westlake Corp, which hiked its dividend by 40.1% to 50 cents quarterly per share. The new dividend yield is a 1.5%. The other one that did announce a raise was H&R Block, which hiked its dividend by 10.3%. HRB has a dividend yield of 3.6%. The other one we do have is Muncie Bank, which hiked its dividend by 2.6% to 40 cents quarterly per share, creating the dividend yield to about a 4.2%. And the second to last one we have is Murphy USA hiked the dividend by another 2.6% to 39 cents quarterly. And then the last one we have is Virtue Investment Partners, which hiked its dividend by 15.2% to $1.90 quarterly. What's up, everybody? It's Antonio here to bring you episode 200 of the portfolio update. Can't believe we've already done 200 updates of this portfolio, guys, but you guys already know it's Sunday. It's time to go over the portfolio, what we bought, what we sold. Actually, on what we sold, guys, the title's probably gonna be what position or company I actually sold out of. But this is actually a company I had a covered call on, deep in the money. It actually got exercised this week, and unfortunately I was not able to roll it. So that is actually my full position, almost got rid of. And we have cash in the available in the account, ready to start selling some cash geared puts, which I'll show you guys in that. But anyways, in this updates I do go over the Google Sheets, which you remember, guys, we always try to grow a dividend snowball. So we have these scripts. I come back every single Sunday. We're trying to grow our monthly dividend average to about well, our major goal was $325, but we've already surpassed that. So we're trying to aim to $375 to $400 per month by the end of the year. We'll see if we hit it. By the end of the video, this should be a lot higher once we kick off the scripts. It'll be definitely exciting, but remember, we come back, we see that if we look at the annual payout, guys, you see that for 2023, we're seeing that growth. We're at $2,088.63 so far for the year, and this has been completely passive. We've already almost accomplished 2020, so that's very, very awesome to see us surpassing that, and we still have quite a couple months left for the year. On the quarterly dividends, we're still working on Q3, and hopefully we'll wrap up Q3, or I guess the second month of Q3 very soon, especially because I did actually got a dividend this week from a company that is pretty awesome to see that growth as a double-digit 5-year CAGR. And then if we look at the options premium, we are finally in the positive for us for August. We're at $47.67 in premium for selling options. If we look at the options return, we are at 3.44%, which is very awesome to see. We're going to continue to grow that over time. We'll see how long that takes us to reinvest that. All those little crumbs do add up, and in the long term, they do pay off. If we look at the invested income here, this is for our goal. So first goal is to reach 20,000 subscribers. So if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing with that notification. Definitely would appreciate it. Help me reach this goal, guys. This one's up to you. And then goal number 2 is to try to get to about $325 per month on average in dividends. We already have accomplished this. We're trying to aim for $375 to $400. That is just a great cherry on top to finish the year. See if we can hit that goal. Goal number 3 is to reach $118 invested of my own money. If we look here, we're at $115,301. So we still have quite a bit to go, but I think we'll achieve that by the end of the year. Goal number 4 is to dollar cost average $100 into the portfolio at a minimum, no matter what's going on. I'm continuing to do that. We're seeing growth, so it's very awesome to see. And then goal number 5 is to drip an additional $100 every time a company pays me, or I guess is about to go ex dividend date. That way we can collect the dividend plus the $100 that it purchased, and hopefully it compounds faster. Goal number 6 is to average about $400 per month selling options. I think we're very, very close to that. At one point we had already achieved it, but I did start moving some of my covered calls rolling them upwards in the higher strike prices. And goal number 7 is to reach 1,000 shares of SCHD. I'll show you what I have so far, and hopefully we can get assigned and we can achieve this goal. But if we look here, guys, at the dividend payouts, you'll see that we do have a couple companies. Well, I guess we only have Starbucks that's going to be paying us for the month of August, and that'll wrap up the month of August for dividends. It's actually going to be my lowest amount of dividends I do have, but you'll see then we'll start off pretty great in September. We do have a Costco, which next week they will be going ex-dividend date on the 24th of August, so I'll be probably purchasing $100 worth of Costco on the 23rd. And you'll see we have Lockheed Martin and Union Pacific for the following week after that. Then we look at the options here. You'll see that so far yearly we're at $3,965.12, which is pretty awesome, which brings August so far in the positive to $47.67. July was a negative month, so we'll hopefully keep it in the positive and continue to grow that little crumbs that we get from premium. But let's go ahead and get started, guys. Alright, guys, so we're here at the portfolio summary. You'll see that the portfolio is at $208,843.42. On the day change, we are up by about $410.44 in the green, which is about 0.20%. 2-year change so far is showing at $20,733.18, which is about 11.02% in the green. If we look at the positions here at the very top, you'll see that our capital appreciation has actually gone down. So we are at 39.99%, which comes out to be about $64.91. I'm not sure why I can't say this number, but this is because one of our positions we had a covered call on actually got exercised, and it took a lot of that capital appreciation that we had, and as well it created a taxable event, which unfortunately I wanted to avoid. But you'll see here, guys, that cash balance we're at $25,173.09 in available cash ready to deploy into the portfolio. And then you'll see here, guys, that we do still have the 2 covered calls on Apple. We'll see what happens with these. You guys remember I said that we could potentially see a pullback in big tech, which we're slightly seeing now, with Apple being pulled back to about 174. They were trading around 190-ish, and we still have Nvidia next week, which they will be reporting earnings, so we'll see what happens with them. But you'll see we do have Altria here. We have let's see, really I could sell a covered call on this, so we'll probably do that next week. And then you'll see JP Morgan, we have a covered call that will actually be expiring next Friday at 149. So we'll see where JP Morgan is trading. They're very close to 149. We'll probably continue to manage this. And then we have Microsoft here, which is at 280. Covered call, and you guys can see that we actually only have less than a share on Nvidia, and that is because Nvidia's covered call did get exercised, guys. So we actually got rid of our shares. Unfortunately, I was trying to avoid that taxable event, but at a certain point we were expecting that eventually it would get exercised if we couldn't manage to roll it out. And I'm pretty sure it's mostly because probably earnings is coming up. The volatility and premium would have been much juicier there. But you'll see here, guys, that we do have SCHD here, which about $683 shares of SCHD, which I need to build up to 1,000 shares by the end of the year, so we need to focus on that. But you'll see here that we do have actually 3 cash secured puts on SCHD for September 15th 2023 with a strike price of $70. So they actually paid me 20 cents here. They paid me 20 cents, which is about $20 per contract, so we made $60 and selling these cash secured puts. So what this means for us is that if SCHD closes below $70, on the 15th of September, they will assign us 3 contracts, which each contract controls 100 shares. That means that we would have to purchase 300 shares of SCHD at $70 strike price, which I'm totally fine with that. Plus we get to keep the $60. But if they don't, we just keep the $60 and our collateral goes back. So hopefully we do get assigned, guys. Definitely want to own some more SCHD and achieve one of our other goals that we do have planned, and we'll see what happens. Unfortunately, Nvidia, we did end up getting exercise, so I'm gonna most likely move it into SCHD. We'll see what happens there. And then if we look at the performance here, you'll see that we are in the green by about $11,702.88. So we're slightly going up in the green, and then that's a return of about 5.85%. If we look at the investment income here, guys, you'll see that it didn't really do much, especially because Nvidia doesn't really pay out a dividend, or they do pay out, but it's so small and they don't even grow it yet. So selling these 100 shares from my covered call didn't really cause my investment income to decrease, but you'll see it's averaging about $349.71 per month. But yearly it's projected about $4,196.47, and you'll see September we're projected to make about $674.85, October $284, and then November $89. So we'll see what happens there. If we look at the history, I can show you guys all the stuff we did this week. So I started it from the 13th of August all the way till the 19th. And if I scroll to the very bottom, you'll see that this was a covered call from Altria, which I had a while back. But you'll see on the 14th, guys, of August, I did do a sell to open. So I sold a covered call on Altria for $45 strike price that expired on the 18th of August. They paid me about 34 cents after fees. I know it's not a lot, guys, but I'm trying to collect little crumbs. These 34 cents I just added to the dividend that Altria would have paid me, and over time it does accumulate because we can buy more shares of this, and that compounding effect will be very, very nice. On the 15th, we did actually buy $100 worth of Microsoft, because they actually were going ex-dividend date. So we bought about 0.30 shares of Microsoft, which was awesome. And then you'll see here that we actually ended up, one of the things I do want to point out is Microsoft did move down, so about $323, so that was pretty nice. But on the 16th, we deposited $200, $100 was from Microsoft, and the other $100 was the dollar cost average into the portfolio, no matter what the portfolio is doing or what the market's doing. You'll see on the 17th, we did get a dividend from the massive giant tech company Apple, $52.65, guys. And then we'll drip it and slowly compound that dividend every single quarter. And unfortunately, guys, here on the, I guess by the 17th, which was at Thursday afternoon, or Friday morning, we did actually get a notification that our Nvidia covered call that was at 170 did actually get exercised. I was actually planning to roll it on the 18th for next week, but you'll see that we did do a sell here. So our 100 shares got sold at 170. We collected about $17,000, and unfortunately that created a taxable event, which I was trying to avoid, but oh well, here we'll have to manage that for the rest of the year. And then you'll see on the 18th, we did do, actually, we tried using the extra $100. I ended up just spending a little bit more. I bought 4 shares of Altria at $42.86 here. And you'll see on the 18th, we did a sell to open. So I sold those cash secured puts on SCHD at $70 strike price. That expire about a month away from now on the 15th of September. I sold 3 of those. They paid me 21 cents after fees. We collected $61.02. And then you'll see on the 18th as well, the Apple dividend ended up dripping. So I bought 0.30 shares at 173. strike price. So that is pretty awesome. Let's go ahead and see how much we collected in passive income this week. So we'll go ahead and click on this calculate dividends, and you'll see we collected $52.65, and that was of course from Apple. We had to do absolutely nothing for this, guys. This was completely passive, which is very awesome to see. But let's go ahead and wrap up this video by jumping to the Google Sheets and see how much we grew the dividend snowball. All right, guys, so we're here at the dashboard on my Google Sheets. Quickly, we'll go over the options premium. You'll see that for August, we are at in the green now, or positive, with $47.67 for August so far. We still have about maybe 2 more weeks, I believe. We'll verify that. And then again, option return, we're at 3.44%, which is pretty nice there. If we look at the options, if I pull those up for us, you'll see that for August, $47.67. We still have about 2 more weeks left for the month of August that we would consider, and that's pretty impressive to see. We're still above last year of 2022, which was $3,544, which is nice to see. We're trying to get about $400 per month on average in options. And then, guys, if we look at the dividend payout, we can go ahead and kick off these scripts. So this 42, it's a script I have that's available for free, guys. All I ask in return is that you're subscribed with that notification and you drop a big thumbs up on my videos to help out the channel. But what this does is, if we click on it, click on portfolio tools, get latest dividends, this will get wiped. It'll actually go out and see all the companies that are in my portfolio, and it'll see if any new companies announce dividends for those in my portfolio. So we're at 42. And I guess there's no other companies in my portfolio that announced dividends this week, but you'll see that we'll be getting paid out on the 1st of September with Visa, then Costco, then Microsoft, then Lockheed Martin, then Union Pacific. So pretty cool to see. If we go ahead and look at the settings, guys, we can go ahead and get rid of this, and then we can jump over to Empower, which has our Schwab account, which should have all our latest positions, which has the stuff we purchased and options we rolled. So I'll see you guys over there. All right, guys, so we're here at Empower in my Schwab account. You'll see this green button. Click on it. That copies the holdings of my positions or my portfolio into the clipboard, which then we can right click here, paste special values only, and this should contain all the purchases I did this past week. And if we go over here to holdings, this is an old snapshot of last week. But what we want to do is, if we go to portfolio tools, update portfolio holdings, this will get wiped and it'll parse out the new stuff we just pasted, which again contains all the stuff we did this week. So let's go ahead and do that, and you'll give it a second or two, and there we go. And we'll see it calculate. Give it a second or two. We'll see how much we grew the dividend snowball here, and you'll see the projected dividend yield. It's at 1.99% compared to 1.97%. On the yield on cost, it's at 3.17% compared to 3.75%, and that is probably because of Nvidia's sell that we did that happened. And then on the yearly, we're projected to make $4,156.75 compared to $4,156.57. So we went slightly up. And then on the monthly, we went up about 2 pennies to $346.40. And of course, that was 100 shares of Nvidia, so that was about $4 per quarter that they do pay out. So they, and I guess the Altria purchases we did kind of balance that out. And we do have $25,000 in cash available to deploy into the portfolio, which would of course grow this dividend snowball much larger when we do get assigned shares. But you'll see on the weekly, we are projected to make $79.94. So about a penny that we increased it. On the day change, we're still making $11.39. Hourly, we're still making 47 cents every single hour that goes by. And then our hourly work wage, as if our portfolio was to go work a 40-hour work week, they would get paid an hourly rate of $2. We're going to eventually try to get this to minimum wage. We'll see how long that takes, guys. But that is the update for this week. Let me know in the comment section what you guys did this week and how your portfolio performed. Are you guys taking advantage of this pullback that we're seeing in tech? And don't forget to subscribe with that notification. Help me reach that 20,000 subscriber mark. Definitely would appreciate it as well if you wouldn't mind dropping a big thumbs up on the video. And if you stuck all the way to the very end, go ahead and drop a hashtag NVIDIA, because unfortunately my NVIDIA shares did get called away, which sucks because it did create that taxable event that I was trying to avoid. But you can't win them all, and I guess we'll see how everything plays out in the long term. But anyways, guys, this is all I have for you. Take care, stay safe out there. Bye, guys.